Are you happy? Are you happy with the vehicle you're driving? If not, do I have a deal for you? I have the vehicle that fits your personality. Faster, sleeker, more bells and whistles, bigger, mightier, powerful. Are you happy with your body? A little nip and tuck here, a new diet plan? You'll be in that summer swimsuit looking hot. Are you happy with your love life? Maybe it's time to ditch the old one and get a new one. Are you happy where you're living? Maybe it's time to move. I'm sure there's a better house out there for you, a better location, better weather. I'm sure you can find it. Are you happy with your health? I have a pill that will fix it. It may have a million side effects, but it will take care of that symptom that is driving you crazy right now. Are you happy with your job? There's plenty out there. More money, less work, better accommodations. Time for a change. Are you happy with the way the government is running things? Well, let's just throw them all out and we'll get a new one. It'll be okay now. Are you happy with your church? Well, I have one that will match your theology, entertain you. Or have a million things you could do on Sunday morning besides going to church. Are you happy? I mean, really happy. If not, there must be something wrong with you. Because happiness is the goal in life, is it not? You would think so. If you watch the media, if you listen to family and friends, it's all about happiness. And if you're not happy, then you need to do something, because there's obviously something wrong with you. What's very interesting is the Bible doesn't talk about happiness at all. Instead, it talks about joy. Now, you may think the two are synonymous, but I would beg to differ. Happiness is something you pursue, that one of those unalienable rights that we're granted in the Constitution. Joy is a gift, often unexpected. A month or so ago, I was given the honor of a Lifetime Achievement Award by the community. People asked me after that award if I was happy with how things went. And I surprised them because my answer was no. But it was a night full of joy. Joy, not because of an award I didn't covet, didn't pursue, didn't even feel I deserved. But what gave me great joy that night was the gift of friends and family that surrounded me, that took the time to come and share that moment with me, even if I didn't know it was my moment at the time. It was the joy of knowing that there were people out there that would even nominate me for such an honor. And perhaps one of the greatest joys was to be listed with those friends of mine that I have admired over the years here in this community, many of whom are now of blessed memory. No, that night did not bring me happiness, but it brought me great joy, and continues to as I think back on that night and the days following it as people greeted me. Jesus says, I have come to bring joy, to make your joy complete, fulfilled. And how does Jesus do that? He says in John's Gospel, I will now be your friend. It's an odd term. It's one I've struggled with over the years. I've always had trouble with seeing Jesus as my friend, my buddy, the one I sit down with a cup of coffee, the one I walk down the street with, the one I confide in. It's just not been a relationship we've cultivated over the years. And then I realized that it's not quite like that. That Jesus is the flesh and blood incarnation of God into the world. And if that is true, then that gift continues, not in some mystical, magical way, but in a very concrete way in the lives of my friends, my earthly friends. For it is in, with, and through them that Jesus' friendship is made real, tangible, takes on flesh and blood. It is through them that Jesus is my friend and brings me great joy. And if that is true, then where are the limits to those friendships? One of the greatest compliments somebody made to me not too long ago was that, Jake, you don't know strangers. You just have friends you haven't met yet. And I pray that's true. Because everyone around us is a gift from God. Those whom we name friends and those we don't. Those we like and even those we can't stand. Those that are very much like us and those that are so drastically different. We wonder what planet they came from. They were all gifts from God. They were all friends in the sense that they are the incarnation of that God. They are, as Luther once said, little Christ to us, and we to them. And as such, we have responsibility to care for them, to love them, to respect them, to honor them. And as we do that, we discover that our joy becomes complete. Are you happy? You may never get there, but I promise you, joy is right around the corner in the next friend you greet.